Welcome to a special edition. But what's so special about it? It's Dungeon Master, featuring the power of the Voodoo Chili 5 bunch. And there's only 4 of them and a rat. And you better not rat on me for taking you to Dungeon 105. Because we've got some sweet back credits here that you gotta get into. Donatello, well, he's like throwing that swinger stick around. Do turtles often carry weapons in the Days of Glory? It looks as though the antagonist is not going to do well when we enter this dungeon.
Yeah, so Dungeon Master, I got any jobs walking around like a regular turtle, man. I haven't been ninja'd yet.
Go into some sewers to proceed. You can do it.
You can do it. Let's do this. Where'd you go? Jeez, man. You're big now. Oh, you're small on the other menu. I get it. It's kind of a throwback to old video game machines, but this is big.
Well, I'm glad you seem to think so. We've worked very hard to find this. You know how long it took me to dig this up? Until today. As long as I've been alive since today is how long anything has taken that I can perceive. Of course, if it didn't happen at the beginning of my life, then maybe it wasn't as long as I could perceive it. But there's some things I've done, like beat that threshold guardian without a level up that just made hours turn into minutes, and was sweeping by in these very important businesses.
And if the turtle jumps up there and gets his hearts out, does that mean he's gonna get a girlfriend? That's cool, man. I feel like, you know what's weird about video games, man? They're for little kids, man. Did you know that?
Little kids. These are the maps to our precious days of glory at the Wizards of Coast. What do you mean, little kids?
Well, you didn't think a game like this was for, 18 and up, did you?
Not 18 and up on the game, but that it can be played by someone.
Not freaking likely, Dungeon Master. But I guess yours only takes 18 and up, and that's because you kept messing up the beginning sequences because you couldn't work under pressure. Now you work under pressure all the time, and I'm still seeing you come to an end, Dungeon Master.
It's the voice of one who was a warrior wizard who has betrayed me and gone to the last level to hide. And he is hiding in the last level to where we must feast upon thine image of the righteous dudes that are doing all the work for us. Party on, Raphael. Threshold Guardian boss battle. I'll drop a bomb on him.
If I could only reach this dang thing. When he jumps, he's getting it in the head. Oh, this is scary. What if I fall off? Yeah, him, dude. That was like the power move. Oh, yeah. Conked him out.
Don't let the Foot Clan destroy the dam. You have my support.
Well, it's our foot soldiers. I knew some foot soldiers once.
Bombs are set. You missed what I said. Go back. No, don't go back, go forward. You've made it too far. The AI in this game is slow. Hang on, there is no AI anymore. It has all disappeared. We are going free of AI, except for the Pokemon color that mixes with the Masterclass color that brings us to life with the turtle power that is so depraving we need. And look at how big they look all of a sudden on the modified mirror lamp that focuses through the yellow submarine doorstep. And this is getting interesting. Who thinks this is getting interesting? I think it's really, the picture got a lot less grainy when I spoke some visual commands like hard focus on element green. And then you get the triple focus on all things monster on the ceiling. it's interesting that he's going for this kind of lack of picturesque scenarios that just suddenly make the best. I got back. You did not read what I said. Hey guys, it's a boomerang. I got a boomerang, like, Zelda boomerang, yeah? Of course, we've been around like a little less time than Zelda. That elf done aged us, man. But I guess if the new kids on the block can get back together, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have deserved a round after round of being the coolest teenage hip-hop band in role-playing history. So, I didn't think about that, but Michelangelo really does play an instrument, and so does Raphael, the saxophone, the guitar, I want to say, or was Michelangelo on the sitar? I can't remember. Now this guy, and these aliens, and these aliens, and this guy, no wonder he's always shooting his giant weapons at these people. They're totally attacking him, and it's just unrelenting. Didn't she already say that? How do these guys know to do that? Have these guys even died? Has this been all one seamless turtle? Or when he switches back and forth. That map looks a little familiar. Where do I go if the map dissipates to that point again? Where there's no red dots where the white ones are. Oh, look, right across here. And you have to kill it. Bombs are set at the lake. Of course they're set at the lake, and I'm going in. Going in to see what's going on. Dun, dun, dun. This is high tech. We need to watch this for a second, but it's the commercial. But they want us to see it. Oh, they want us to see it. What do you think, folks? But there's some fun in the very small technology we have of the Ninja Turtles. And I said that name with great lust because you lost what you were searching for, didn't you? And that's the theme to the Ninja Turtles when they're underwater. They have to lose what they're searching for just to get it. It's a metaphor that completely circles around upon itself. And Turtles call it going in the shell. And when they've gone in the shell, then they're on lockdown with most of their emotions. But if they're out of the shell, they're pretty vulnerable. Like that fire stick could have hit him. And then we'd be in trouble because right now he's detonating bombs and shiznit. And lightning. It tickled him a little bit. He's got to get out of here. Now, if you'll all be so good as to watch the game, listen to the music, and I'm going to take my pet rock for a walk. I know that sounds immature, and you're all like saying this is a kid's game again, but I bet you that if I have a successful walk with my rock, I won't, char up your details on whatever you've done. Look, if somebody's going to report that you've been through 112 dungeons, in 8 dungeons? Counting this one? You think, oh, he's gonna die, never mind, hang on, I'll tell you later. Get away from the lightning, Michelangelo. It will destroy you in the long run. I'm just gonna do this bomb here. I almost set it off, man. That almost set me off. Alright, let's go see what we got. Oh, that's a perfect swim move I'm using. You can totally see it. Like, I could be a champion swimmer if nothing else. I am amphibious, I can go underwater and breathe on air. A mammal I am not, but a reptile though am I. Got it. Check wagon. Let's move on. Would you guys be quiet? I almost got my rock to go to sleep. Okay, thank you. This is really sad that you guys think I'm for kids. What am I gonna have to do to show that I'm not with kids? Puke in an ashtray? Jeez.
Alright, that's going a little too far, Dungeon Master. Master, it's Dungeon Master!
Alright, you phonies on TV. You're getting the fake news because no one dresses as lame as you. No one has a lame metal mask. Hang on, music. We have taken Splinter to get him back. You must defeat the Foot Clan. I don't want to go near the Foot Clan. It sounds stinky.
We're waiting for you.
Let's go and help Splinter. Splinter? Oh, he's that weird mouse dude. Now we gotta go find the mouse. Oh, we got a car, but that magic flute, man. You never know what direction it's gonna take.
And that is the first quarter right there as we see it for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As far as they say, they can get all the way through this, and that'd be pretty classic, but it is showing a method quite at home with the style of Dungeon Master in general. But what if we only had a certain amount of time to complete it? And we're going over it anyway, just to go over it. Doesn't matter. It's Dungeon Master. I'm handing it over to the Dungeon in a minute. He had to go walk his pet rock, and he wasn't trying to be immature like for kids and shit. Shiznit.
He was smoking weed outside too, and he ran out of weed, and he was cursing at us earlier. You should hear Dungeon Master when he runs out of weed. He curses at everybody, and then he curses some more at everybody, and then he comes back and expects me to just give him a reasonable job in the Dungeon Master Guild? Well, I'm reporting to the Dungeon Master Guild that he's a drunken buffoon. Dungeon Master. And if he's not a drunken buffoon, then he's high as Bob Dylan on a Tuesday. Because no one's as high as Bob Dylan on a Sunday. He's to the heights of his high and mighty. No, I'm kidding you. So why does Bob Dylan go Christian and no one care? Probably because he was misinformed by a really good televangelist, and that's always an excuse to go haywire on Christianity. Thank you, Bob Dylan, for not being really any Christian albums that you meant to do, that you've detracted that you've made them, but they're still great albums. We can't explain, other than you must have wanted some of that Christian money, which we totally not condemn you for, because don't condemn you for, because I take money from a Christian. Blood money's okay with me. Well, isn't this just what I pictured spending my day doing? Insert side B. What were you saying? This was the part of the tape that... Oh, we just missed the side A. Is full and we barely made it through the level. Look, we're not getting any younger, but we still have a long ways to go. So for those of you in the back of the vehicle that are yelling, are we there yet? Well, we've still got a strange amount ahead of us, depending how far we can get. And if we take it all the way, there's an added bonus called a level up. So if you take it all the way, oh, the audience is saying take it all the way. They like watching Ninja Turtles fly around and smash weird hoodoo voodoo dolls. Well, that's about it for the zombies then, because they're all zombies straight out of Castlevania, yeah. They're mutants too, man. Zombies are mutants, man. And a mutant in the air pollution, man. It's spread by breathing the air. There's a name for that, man. It means, never mind. Airborne germs. bet that's what that turtle's thinking right then when he blows that up, that circle thing up, is there's going to be some germs all over this guy when I whip him and chain him. It's amazing how these close-ups were prepared for by the Ninja Turtles, who are always ready for their close-up being a boys' pop band underground. You just don't tell anyone that because that's a very competitive market, and you can only stay alive if you're 1 or 2 or 5. Don't ever do what I do, just sit back and let the work come to you. Do a little bit of research. Find out who's left you a project. Dungeon Master was left to me in the hands of YouTube creators, but then was given to Wizards of the Coast, IGN, LucasArts, and DreamWorks Interactive came on early to give you all these licenses and fun times with music and sound, and we were just talking about it today. I couldn't even get it, my friends Oasis on the soundtrack. Nah, but that's cool. One time I really wanted to do a Death in Vegas song, and it was there once and gone tomorrow. But that puppet theater's done a little bit of Ninja Turtle work. It kind of ties in with the other work of the site, know what I mean? Hang on, I gotta be real quiet on this part. Hang on. Alright, so that was a little bit of quiet without us. I think you were enjoying it, even though you were blowing up buildings and blowing up cars. That's because this is Dungeon Master and his nephew. And his nephew this time is named, what was your name? Thaddeus. And he's here to tell us a little bit about his gamer friend who lives in Clifton, playing this very game right now. Because every video of this game is him playing it right now. It's a live shot out the window to what we see, which could be transmitted to us in 2-dimensional ways after all, but that we're so close and yet so far, is to say, we're not halfway yet. So if you're getting troubled by where we're headed with this, which no one is, because everyone wants to see it, then I'm going to sit back and give you a little more quiet time as you desire to destroy these flames and these other doobly-doggins. Is this where I come in? Is this where I come in? Nope, not yet. Was told to give you more time. It said he's defeating enemies easier without the constant Dungeon Master flow. Well, that's the whole reason I'm here, so you don't defeat enemies as easily. Geez, what do you think this is, a handout? But alright, I'll be a little more quiet. You just make sure you keep bewildering the enemy. I used it. It's 7 o'clock. Then computer, it's timer anyway. Keeps going off at random. It's 8 o'clock. There must be 2 clocks in here. Unless, did we travel through time and an hour went by? We traveled through time, an hour went by, and still only 20 minutes have been by. And I think we missed 420 and everything. Oh my gosh, we missed 420 today. I couldn't do anything about it. I was thinking about using a shoulder pack for Dungeon Master until these regiment credits come across the screen, and I knew it was time for my youth to become unbottled, and the cork was still found missing. But I don't know why these balloons won't just snap, crackly, pop in front of me. And so it's my job as Dungeon Master. Well, I'm not really Dungeon Master, I'm his Niles, his cook.
And he was going to do some food criticism, but these aliens were dropping bombs on him. So it's really hard to do food criticism when aliens are dropping bombs on you. If the name of the meal is Adrian, aliens are dropping bombs on you, have it immediately because it's mashed potatoes and Little Smokies. Which, by the way, is a new invention by me if you put it in a tortilla. It's munchy food, man. You got the munchies, I got the tortillas, and the Little Smokies, and mashed potatoes. I'm telling you, the mashed potato tacos are pretty damn good. But they're just my invention and shit, don't believe me. Don't believe me, fine. Halt boss battle, you don't even get your level up yet, folks. Oh, it's Splinter! Splinter, how much time do we need to get to end of this game? Splinter say, you get to the blimp to chase the helicopter. You can do it. Oh, and now a commercial, eh? Cliffhanger, anyone? No. Let's get to the other side. Let's get to the other side, because... Oh, that's a good commercial, man. Congress, that guy needs to go straight to the top. Hang on. We're getting the Marvel Games quote. Yeah, it's cool that appeared there and all, because this is a Marvel game, kind of. Marvel is owned by Disney, and it's like 6 degrees of Studio Disney. Alright, he's going this way. And he's killing those 2 ninjas or whatever. He's killing ninjas, got a pie. Alright, now I can leave you in some silence. Jeez, that took me forever. Dungeon Master, is this okay? Be quiet for just a moment, I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Oh, well, I might want to tell you a story, Dungeon Master, of what would happen if we just neglected the booth on this one. Well, all the work we've done on this dungeon maze is to, even if it is a flat level 2 dimension dungeon power everywhere, some of those enemies are hard to pop on, but here you go. I just think sometimes it's hard to hit these guys from a long way away, especially when you got boomerangs flying at you, you got your own stick to worry about. And I worry about my shtick, but just because I'm green doesn't mean I'm like of a certain early cabal in human history. And I won't really tell you what that means, because the last Ninja Turtle to cuss on Aaron's show got a big lecture from Aaron. They were saying the word Satan too many times. And I thought, well, that does get you tracked by certain authoritative people if you say the word Satan. So we said it twice now, and so all I gotta say is, if you're ever scared about that, you can listen to my Christian album, and it will defeat the evils of the world. If you listen to my Christian CD, all your sins will be forgiven, all defeats of the world will be nullified, and no longer shall you cry. Because if you do, you're not listening to my album. It sounds like I'm stoned the whole time, which I was. I love stoner Christians. You know, it's the only kind of Christian I can handle is a stoner Christian. Because they're only Christian by proxy. They're like, well, actually, I worship weed as though it's Jesus, you know. And weed has died and come back again. But forget the Messiah complex on your weed. Destroy secret underground, Emily babies. Is this Mario Brothers? What the heck? Oh, right between the legs. Hang on. Guys, I'm getting a little rusty at Dungeon Master. It's been like a while on the clock, and I'm not getting any younger. In fact, I'm starting to look terrible. I got been playing Dungeon Master so long that like my fingernails are long, my hair's sticking out. It's not even matching code. My jacket's on backwards. I mean, I'm dressing up like Dungeon Master because his hat's on backwards, and he thinks he's all hip-hop star. That's how beleaguered he is. I do frickin' not, you crazy woman. Had to be there. Hang on, I'm going up here. Small when you're up, big when you're down. I know how that feeling is. Hang on.
Who rewound the clock? Who turned back the clock? This is interesting. I could have swore we were already here once before. Credibility. Wait, I gotta be quiet on this one. It's hard to get through this without being quiet. I never realized there was such an amazing dungeon under the sewers, but only explored by our turtle friends, who have come to the third chapter of today's viewing, which is giving us all a reason to follow the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles around town, and especially the sewer plant and the underground, where all the ninjas hang out that they want to defeat. It's right there on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Street. That was kind of lame. Did you hear that guy trying to be a poetry or whatever? What is poetry anyways? Is it just some dude rhyming a bunch of stuff like Elmo on Sesame Street? I don't know, man. It could be childish. Or it could be as sweet as the scintillation of E.E. Cummings. Or it could be as mired as a sloshy dew, as Shakespeare says. Or, like Kafka, poetry is the art of begging at the throes of capitalism. And I say it's an apology letter written in rhymes will never work unless it's in a large poem book, because then you can hide the fact that some of them seem childish, which, now that we played this great game and love it so much, is it so childish? And if it is, it's maybe why I look like a little baby turtle in the picture. Okay? You didn't have to reveal that I always look like a little baby turtle on this part. Mom, did you show my girlfriend this picture? Boss battle, kind of. Intermediate boss battle. Be ready for final boss. In countdown. 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, that's good to know how far the final boss is. You know what would happen if we didn't ever level up? And it's going to carry us to level 88 somehow. And yet, there's no way to keep up with how many levels we should have by now that were refused to us when we could not beat Marilyn Manson. When we could not beat Marilyn Manson, we have lost many chances in this game to even make up for losing against him, which we had to anyway, because nobody wins against Hendrix. Not even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They'd be fed like duck soup, turtle soup. Hang on, I need to get this icon close to him so he doesn't die. Circle the turtle so you can all see it. Well, I suppose I'll give you a few more minutes to catch up to me, but please understand I didn't really walk a pet Rock. It was my friend Rock from next door. I forgot he moved, so I was going to go take him on a walk. Anyway, he's crippled, and he's a nice guy, and he taught me a lot of things about Dungeon Master. Like when you're exploring, you find no honest answer in exploring. But exploring like the exploring your heart for a secret desire, there's an unexpected ending to a game. Rock once said, if I were a game, I'd be the puzzle to solve the pieces to your heart. And then we started making out like ferocious wolves. So I was seeing if he was there for boss battle. This could be the level up, dude, but not quite. Not quite the level up, dude. It certainly looks like a level up to me, but nope, it's not the level up monster. This is no level up on this level, but we do have to beat this thing by killing it. And it might be the biggest monster of the game, But I'm looking ahead and seeing that. Well, okay, you can all have your frickin' level up early then, because that's the biggest monster in the game. It looks. Wait. Wait for it. There's something else. Now, you know what? Dungeon Master's feeling weak right now. And when he feels weak and promised to level up, he gives a level up. And according to this section of the dungeon, I just looked up the notes, that boss battle, although not the most beleaguering boss on the game, the most ginormous. And for ginormous, you're going to level up Charisma +3, Dexterity +4, Constitution +8, Hit points times 10%, and Spell points times 7.5% increase, according to the roll of the dice, that you multiply the percentage with and add it back to your depleted points. Anybody can do that, but I'm glad you did, and it's strange because even when I was a young child, I think I've seen this Dungeon Master level. It may have had the same music scheme with Mozart. Think about it. Have you ever seen this level? Are you having deja vu? Are you forgetting everything we've learned today and realizing that as close as we get, we've got to keep it together as we get closer? Boss battle, already gained a level up. This looks bigger and worse, but it isn't, because there's zombie machines.
You must destroy the zombie machine, I know. You just gotta level up. Use it, bro. Blow that thing to smithereens, bro.
Our fearless turtle leaders lead us to the brink of tomorrow, when even the technology revolution goes bad and is used for weapons against turtles that have to destroy the monster that is about to be in its way of the... Hang on, I like the magic flute right now, hang on. When I think you are ready for that one, please put me in the thick of it. Oh, you're right. You're right, this is my favorite Dungeon Master after all. Win. Ball rocks anyways. Who needs the extra push? I certainly did. We were falling. You are great. This is the final battle. You have my gratitude. And by the way, I am talking like AI because AI is reading the credits. Now AI has a personality and is laughing at you. Goodbye.
You got mail.
Shredder's gun mutates creatures.
I swear that You've Got Mail guy was the real AI problem. Here I am in a non-AI game. I hope everybody's happy. Jeez. I had to give up my AI. The minute I beat Elder Scrolls, they said never use AI again because they were actually powered by real ghosts in Elder Scrolls. 1 ghost per box? No, it's like 1,000,000 ghosts per box. Oh, that the shoal was decent between the waves of my spin. That which reverence looks me in the eye and reproduces a solemn kiss into the desire of tomorrow, the afternoon of the righteous, and the given pretext of an undefinable name. And that is why, if all would stand corrected, you will never take ship from ship shore, or the least to the dallyings of me waiting at your port. I will be waiting with my port, not at your port. And if that's portable, then we can make a portal out of it. That's a Shakespeare joke. Didn't even mean anything. Okay, we're fighting. Is that... Who are we fighting? Are you fighting purple aliens?
He's hopping and skipping like he's somewhere near to the end. Well, you're not at the end yet. You'll know when you get there.
Frickin'.
Don't get lazy on me now at the end. You gotta push it all the way through the last level. Push it real good. Yeah, push it. Push it real... Nope, thank you, my stagehand from Dungeon Master, everybody. A round of applause. Yeah, that was a round of boomerangs. Anyway, she was wondering if I needed something to drink, and I'm like, drink? I said you ain't much fun since I quit drinking. She believes that. Anyway, that was the nurse. Everybody give her a hand. She broke into my room and solidly chugged me out on a whole new adventure. I don't even know why she's... Oh, I see. You're building a rope scope. She's trying to make up for some misinformation she gave out to my comrades. Be sure to come back. This is the last fight. You have my gratitude.
It's support. For the love of the turtles, it's support.
And I'm sorry, but when I played this, it was way different. I don't remember any of these backgrounds being so well contoured. Of course, I didn't have a Pokemon phone back then either, but come on now. Let's see, Creators has a camera, Masterclass has a camera, and Pokemon has some settings. Kill those dinosaur aliens. Commercial?
We are so close to the end, Dungeon Master.
Don't say that we're at the end yet. You might as well have just spelled the book backwards and cursed us. I'll block those lasers, damn it. Dang it. You know, the less cuss words we have on Dungeon Master, the better. Because then we don't have to cover them up with... Well, actually, no, the ones that have cuss words sell more, but we're going to say just for manners, we don't cuss anymore, except Dungeon Master himself can still use the words, but I can't use them, so never mind. If they're cuss words, and really we should hang up our potty mouths and join the real world, where nobody cusses at each other in the real world. Everybody keeps it to themselves, and imagine there's no heaven. Shredder's gun mutates creatures. Now, this is an experiment I'm trying on this Dungeon Master alone. We seem to have encroached upon the 2-minute warning or so of this final look at Dungeon Master, which ends in about 1:40. So I'm going to go silent. I'm going to tell my team to be silent. I'm going to keep the mirror lamps outside audio on. And the Magic Flute, Act 2, Part 2, continues. And meanwhile, could somebody please email me and tell me if there's an Act 3 to Magic Flute? Because if there is, my girlfriend stole that too. And if she didn't, she will after hearing this, so go. Oh, by the way, sorry to interrupt. I almost killed him too. My girlfriend did have permission to take Magic Flute. She took the wrong one. I'm not berating her. She wanted me to tell you. I'm sorry for accusing her of defaming Magic Flute 3, but she says there is none, and there's only 2 acts. Which is a good way to get out of it, because 3-act structure in Magic Flute calls for the end of the CD in CD 2, which is Act 3, or whatever, how they bill it. But the point is that the bonus footage disc was misplaced, and my honey lamb doesn't remember where, and she is no way responsible for any honey-cured ham that I may have outside joining like a police force somewhere. And I didn't just say that. That was mean. I didn't just say that. Did I say Sir Rottingham? Oh, I'm tripping all over myself right now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles even Crusher up. They're definitely not anti-Semitic. Like cops. No, I'm saying it. Alright, I'm sorry, police. I know you're really good at keeping me safe and keeping me warm. But did you have to keep me so warm? I mean, keeping me safe was one thing, but do I have to hug you the whole ride back? I don't know, man. I shouldn't have even joked about that. Now I'm paranoid that they're coming to take me away. There goes Shredder. We were supposed to be quiet that whole time. Man, hope you had enough quiet time in there, you transcendental meditators. Otherwise, I'll see you skillful ones back in the saddle again. You defeated Shredder and saved the world. Now I can turn back to human form.
Well, he's ugly in human form.
Thanks, you guys have excelled my skills. And I'm not that ugly when you get used to me. Oh, Splinter is back to his real form. You guys are great. Thanks for your help. Let's celebrate with a pizza and watch an AI movie. The adventure of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is concluded. Well, that's sad. I know I told everyone I wouldn't try, but concluded? Mutants? Well, I guess we better conclude too. Alright. Man, that almost made me tear up. But I won't.